Back at the home of everything Frederick with Shelby from the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Well, first we got to talk about, we have irked you here to Frederick. You originally are from Virginia, or live in Virginia now. Your husband in the military?
Yep, he's in the Army.
We thank him very much for that service. We know it is a sacrifice for not only him, but for you as well and your family. But you will be moving to Frederick.
Yep.
So we're so excited that we're going to be able to have you very soon as a resident. But in the meantime, you're in charge of an event coming to Carroll Creek, and that is September 27th?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So if you are affected by blood cancer or just really into philanthropy or helping the community, you can sign up. It's free to register. It's free to attend. There's no fundraising limits. So if you want to fundraise $5, if you want to, ask your company, it really doesn't matter. Any little bit helps.
Okay. Let me back up a little bit. So the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society focuses specifically on the blood cancer that affects so many people. I think it's probably one of the most known or most common, I guess, cancers. Is that true, or am I not correct in that?
Yes and no. So about every 3 minutes, someone's diagnosed with blood cancer. And unfortunately, most of the blood cancers are children. Leukemia is one of the most known cancers in young children. So while it might not be
terrible that these kids and parents have to deal with that.
Yeah, so that's what a lot of LLS is trying to do. We actually started what's called the Dare to Dream project, which we're trying to raise. I don't know the number specifically, but I want to say it's like 27 million over the next 5 years to completely reinvent childhood cancer care. Because right now, they basically get the same treatments as adults, and they're not little adults.
Yeah.
So their bodies can't handle a lot of the treatments that adults get.
Okay.
So we're trying to basically just reinvent that to hopefully make their treatment different, so that way they don't grow up and have tons of side effects, even if they beat cancer.
Yeah. Well, that's a great goal. I mean, that's what we'd all want, right?
Yeah.
We all want these kids to be able to recover and live a healthy, long life. Okay, so if anyone can come to this event on September 27th. Is it at the amphitheater?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to have food trucks. There's going to be face painters.
We're going to have live music.
Oh, nice.
So the stage that's there for Alive at 5, that'll be the same place that the stage is.
Okay.
We have live music, so we have a band from that entire time. Like I say, we'll have face painters. We have a mural getting painted on the sidewalk that you can be a part of. So you're actually going to get to draw a part of that mural.
Is it outlined first? Because I'm
Yeah.
not very artistic. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good. Just want to make sure.
it'll be like
I don't
really
want
big-
it to look like I can do a smiley maybe without any guidance. But
Just
other
think of
than
a
that.
really big paint by number.
Yeah, great.
But with chalk.
Very cool.
So
like
we're doing that. It's free to come to, free to hang out. We'll have, everybody gets a lantern. And so we have 3 different color lanterns, and they mean different things. So the red lantern is for any general supporter, anybody that just wants to come out, say hey, and feels strongly about this cause.
Got it.
Gold is for somebody that has lost someone to cancer.
Oh, gosh.
So if you directly lost someone and you want to come out and support them and show that. And then white is actually our survivor lantern.
Oh.
So if you've survived any type of cancer, you can come out, you can get a shirt, and you can walk with us, and it's really a celebration of those that have survived cancer.
Yeah, and it's a community unity event to support those either battling, have lost, or the future of what LLS is going to be hopefully able to accomplish. So, okay, so let's now talk about the fundraising side of things, because without funds, you don't exist, and nor do the cures for cancer. So, throughout the year, you can just fundraise on a general level. Like you don't have to bike 100 miles. You don't have to do any of that, right? You're just, so the ways that people, why don't you give people 3 places that they can go to get money to help support this?
Yeah, so there's a few different ways that we, kind of tell people that they can get involved. On a personal level, you can ask, your network, spreading the word, even just getting the name out there, any little bit helps. You could also go to your company and ask them for a sponsorship, or say you work at a restaurant, you could do a proceeds night, such as, like, we're doing one on September 2nd, actually, at Old Mother Brewing down here in Frederick.
Oh, yeah, nice.
That where they're going to give 10% of the proceeds back to LLS, and then we're there just spreading the word, and that's a good way to kind of get out in the community and spread awareness.
Yeah, because it's all, there's so many, you're all competing for kind of the same dollars. You got to rise above all that noise and let people know. But the event is a great way to do that, because I think it's going to attract a lot of people with all that free stuff. If people want to get involved even more so than just attending this free event, what do they need to do, or what are your recommendations?
Yeah, so there's a few different ways. You could go on the website, which is lls.org, and find Light the Night. So you could sign up there. You could also send me an email or a text. I'm happy to give you my phone number and email.
Okay.
Or there's also other campaigns. If Light the Night is maybe not what you're interested in, LLS has multiple different campaigns. There's one called Student Visionaries of the Year. So if you're a high school student looking to kind of have a leadership opportunity, we have that. Or Visionaries of the Year if you're more of a community leader wanting to get involved in front of more a campaign like business side of things.
Gotcha.
So we have a bunch of different ways to get involved. Definitely check out the website.
And I'm sure no matter, like if you're an organization that is hosting an event and you want LLS to be the beneficiary, I'm sure you guys would welcome that with open arms and help promote. So get your thinking caps on. We know that you guys are creative out there, but supporting the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is a great way to give back to, and maybe you do have a personal story. But I mean, I'm telling you, there are none of us who haven't been touched by someone who's had cancer, and certainly even the leukemia side of things. We want those kids to grow up and be nice and old like me. We want them to get to my age and live a healthy, happy life. So we appreciate you, Shelby. We look forward to having you here in Frederick so we can talk to you more frequently. And we'll talk to you again as we get closer to this event, as you guys are working out the details. But start to plant the seed in your mind. September 27th. 5:30 to about 9:30. Is it Light the Night? Light the Night.
Yep.
That's what we're attending down on Carroll Creek, where Alive at 5 happens, right at the amphitheater. And we'll see you guys out there. Thank you so much.